So this is Different Shades Group. I'm your host Rob. We've got TrizzyTrizzy. We've got a special guest today, but don't forget to subscribe to us on Instagram, which is Different Shades Group, Spotify, iTunes, and SoundCloud as well. So we usually talk about a bit of everything. So today is the first time we've got a special guest. So we're going to see how this goes, if I'm honest.
This is going to be interesting.
So we'd like to introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, what you do, etc.
Hello everybody, I am Rosa Diaz. What do I do?
Yeah, what do you do for like work? Do you present or?
Well, a little bit of presenting, acting, modeling.
Right.
So yes, and now podcasting.
And now podcasting, yeah, it's cool. So we usually just sit here, chop it up here for a little bit. But some of the things we want to talk about today is actually the I would want to say family. What would you say? Family values.
Yeah, family values would be a good topic.
Because we're we're UK man, obviously.
Yes.
Man them. And you're originally from South America, Venezuela. So you said that you noticed a big difference in regards to how men and women treat each other over in the UK. That was
kind of interesting what you did actually say, the kind of points that we were putting across. It does seem like there's completely, I wouldn't say completely opposite.
No, I would say different.
In what way?
Different. In what way? I don't know. I think we see the family a bit different than here, as in like in a less hypocritical way.
Okay.
Let's say it.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I think personally, this is my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I think men and women are different.
Yeah.
So, like, it doesn't mean that we're less, but it just means that we are simply different, that we are designed to do different things, as in, like, when you put those two things together, you create something superior, which is family. As what I was saying earlier is, like, whether we want to accept it or not, men are better for certain tasks than women. Okay. And women are better for certain tasks than men.
So on that then, so how does that come into play when you're talking about the workplace?
Yeah.
The workplace, I think workplace is kind of a little bit different.
Okay.
We're just talking here about family.
Okay,
right?
What you mean, family values or just like
the family life? Like let's say for instance,
put it this way: what would you expect for a man to be able to do within his family?
I don't know. I think
like if you was to get to, like, say you was gonna build your family, what's the qualities that you would say that's my man? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, to do manly things for me.
Traditional manly
things. Okay. I don't know, repairing the fridge if it breaks down, fix the cables around the house.
Yeah.
Build things, because like I don't think I'm good for that.
Yeah.
I'm better for like organizing. Let's say we're gonna go on a trip. Yeah. I'm better to organize everything, like the food. Let's pack. We need this. So
very good at planning.
Yeah. So when we get to a place, then the man's gonna say, "Hey, I forgot my toothpaste. Hey, it isn't here." Because I feel like in general we are better at multitasking and paying attention to many different things, and men are more focused on single things. Okay. Like when you go shopping, right? Normally, I find this incredible because I can do that. Like a guy goes in a shop, he needs a pair of shoes. He goes, he buys the pair of shoes, goodbye. If I'm gonna go to buy a pair of shoes, I have to look at the whole thing. I have to analyze and then think about the color. Will this go with this?
But is this a generalization of all women?
Pretty much. Well, obviously,
is that where it comes from? Like with the two different cultures now?
I think in general, obviously there are exceptions. There are women that just will go, or it will depend if you're in a hurry. Maybe if I'm in a hurry, I just go grab something and goodbye. Yeah. But in general, I think it's like that. My particular opinion.
Right. So we're gonna say, what's your opinion of a man in the family? Speak for the man.
Listen, I think, to be honest, it depends. It depends what sort of person you're with. We spoke before about the type of men that are available now. Yeah. So if you're a single woman and you see what's out there, it's a bit mad. It's a bit mad. And same for men. Men see what's out there with women, and some of the women out there a bit mad as well, but in their different ways. So, for example, men out there at the moment aren't really men. They're like just boys who haven't really grown up in a certain sort of way. And I think that women are becoming a bit more dominant, which is good. Independence is great, but I'm saying, but more dominance and where it's overthrowing the men, but that's not a shot of the women. It's more to do with how the type of men are. I think men are becoming a bit more, slightly a bit more I'll say maybe subdued.
I will say more scared.
What they're scared of?
The law, being accused of
harassment
and stuff like that. So they wouldn't approach you. I've noticed that they wouldn't approach you because they're really not sure if they're gonna be accused. No, but you can.
I feel like if you should be able to have the social skills to approach a woman without it looking like you're harassing her.
I put it this way: on a Saturday night compared to the workplace.
Yeah, in the workplace you can't. There's certain things you can't.
Because the workplace is very delicate, right?
But for example, right? I was in a social reunion in a pub, and apparently a guy commented that I was sexy.
Okay.
Right.
No,
all the girls,
all
the girls, the English girls, they were like, "Oh my God, did you see what this person said?" And I was like, "What did he say? He just said that. What's the problem with that?" I was like, "What is like, you know, you know what I mean?" So I think guys are scared of commenting, are scared of saying, because I've spoken to guys and they said, "Oh, but I was scared of, approaching you because I don't know, man."
Yeah,
because it can get translated. It's
intimidating behaviour.
It's a very thin line, because what's annoying about that line, I would say, is you can have somebody that's looking attractive. They put on something that's very appealing to the opposite sex and stuff, and then afterwards you got the guy that approaches them. After he gets probably rejected the first time, he's probably like I said on a Saturday night, he's got rejected the first time. He thinks you haven't heard. He says it again, and then it turns into some big melee, and then everybody's saying like, "Nah, you know what? You're being too forceful. That's wrong. This is that. Whatever."
Exactly.
So like from the beginning, before you even approach, I think I do agree with the scared thing. In a sense, I think sometimes men do get scared.
It depends on I think it depends on their approach. I think the kind of catcalling behaviour is not really acceptable.
Yes, but but I've noticed here with my English friends, female friends, they're like that. That he is approaching me, and he's being nice to you. Why do you?
No, but why do you think?
I say, slyly, I do think they want to get approached. And it's the thing to say like, "Oh no, I don't want to get approached." That's the thing I always.
I find
because if you put it in, sorry, not to cut you. If you put another thing we was discussing. If you've got somebody, I've noticed with as you've saying with women, whoever like the group C as the most attractive one, that one seems to get penalised for their looks. Do you know what I mean? Like the kind of jealousy.
Well, like in a girl group.
Yeah.
So like if the one you get one girl that gets the attention. All of a sudden,
she's got a boyfriend. Don't talk to her.
Yeah. But then slyly, they would like to get talked to.
That's what wingmen are for.
And then when they
that's what wingmen are for. I like. That's why. This is the thing. If you're, I swear down. Like obviously, if you're approaching a woman and she's in a group of friends, you can't go in there as one man. Because you want to go talk to say girl A, and then all those other girls are going to be like, oh, they don't. But then again, that's not the man's fault. That's more to do with women. Women how to interact with each other.
Latinas. I'm gonna speak from the Latina point of view.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a guy just goes for it, because we're not like that. Hi, he's approaching me. Hey, he's saying this. We just kind of like it in a sense. So I find it really hard here because guys are for me because I do get the point. I do get it's a completely different culture, but for me that's like this guy is really slow. But it's not that I've been told a lot they're scared of approaching women here.
So is that one of the biggest problems you face with
in general
men over here then?
Yeah, because like in Latin America, if I go to a pub or whatever, a guy is always gonna come and say hello, how are you? But there for some reason they understand when you want.
Yeah.
And like if you reject them once, they just move on, goodbye, and that's it.
Well,
and
see, this is the thing. Some guys, because some guys over here can't really take rejection. You know what I mean? You know, like in the sense of, your butters anyway, that kind of attitude. They take it into their ego, like, whatever, I wasn't bothered anyway, or whatever it may be.
They're just not gonna bother.
But you do that when you're young. When you're like a young guy or a teenager, you might have that kind of attitude. But obviously, you grow out of that and realise that
exactly.
Yeah, it's not really.
She wasn't butters anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of behaviour.
So,
but what about, alright, flip it now. What about the guys that are too forceful? Like they just don't, like, because as you said, certain men will know what they want. And that would be attractive to you. Like, say like it was a guy that you was feeling. What about the guy that you're not attractive to and you told him no once or twice, but he's still persistent and he's showing like, I know what I want.
Yeah. Because that's where the
I never got that.
That's what happens with the kind of...
Before, no.
So how many no's have you, like, fingers have been like no? And
because I don't know if you, like, obviously in the UK and more specifically London.
In the UK, they wouldn't even approach you begin with.
In London now.
I know some sleaze.
In London, even living up north, people always say to me, London girls are stush, meaning like you can say, you try and talk to them and they're like, don't talk, not because they're not might not be attracted to them. They're like, no, like. I don't even know why it is. They've always just been a bit like.
I just think it's like
try
the society, it's the culture to
like, try harder.
Yeah,
but as you said with the culture, I think sometimes it's just different regions. Like if you go out to like say up to the Midlands and up north.
Yeah, they're more friendly.
All of a sudden, like but they're more friendly because you might be the different source that's come in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, you from London. Whereas like you could get like females that's down here and be like, typical guys. But then you could have somebody from up north now when they're out of their situation, and then it could be, I don't know, maybe it's a little difference or anything. Because like, look, how long you been in this country for now?
4.5 years.
Okay. All right, cool. Have you seen a significant difference between how men are in your country to here? I know we've discussed.
Oh no, it's like it's completely different, black and white.
Yeah.